All right, Ange.
Okay, you want these signs?
I think we're on.
Hi, guys. We're on. Hi. Good to see you. We are here. I've got the Wanderer's Tarot in hand. Phil is with me today. Yay-hoo. That is a good thing.
Is it?
It is a great thing. Yes.
Is it?
Yes. Even when I'm feisty and persnickety, it's a great thing. It's a really great thing, guys. So, we're ready to do some tarot. Phil is reading the phone, and I'm only reading the cards. So let him know what's going on with you, and if you want to get on the paid list, blah, 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 let us know. Let Phil and Kim know what's going on with the list, and we'll keep it going. All right.
All right. Keeleen, I hope I said that right. Let's see. Am I meant to be with Andy?
Keeleen, are you meant to be with Andy? We're going to stay in the Wanderers. Whoa. That wants to flip out. No. I would say no. I don't even need 3 cards. 7 of Swords. There's something about you're not protecting your priorities, protecting yourself. This is Sneaky Pete, the thief card. Somebody that is getting away with something. I would take that as a no. That's not a positive energy card. That would be a no. And you saw me shuffling and that one just flipped. So on that question, I would say no. Remember, this is just one card in a tarot reading, and trust your higher self above me or any other tarot reader. Always trust your higher self first. Not emotions, not pity pat, not hormones. Higher self. Okay.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
That's what I got. Good luck, hun. We're going to let these fucking settle down for a minute and get another deck. Holy smoly.
Okay, then.
Yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Let's go to the weird world. All right. What do we got next, baby? What do we got next? And who's in the house with us, for heaven's sakes?
Well, Kim's here, of course.
Hi! Hi, Kim.
All right.
Hi.
All right, Krista, who is coming in for me in June?
Krista, who's coming in for you in June?
Make sure she put who.
Krista, June. Krista, 3 cards for June. What are we seeing? Wow. It looks like it's going to be a month that has a lot of friendship and a couple of people that are interesting. One male that's a little bit older, one male that's perhaps a little on the younger side. Now, this is Knight and King of Cups coming in. Knight of Wands, King of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. This is going to be a very busy social month for you. With the girlfriends, with the sisters, that kind of thing. And then also with these 2 coming in, there's a couple of people that you are going to take note of. It feels like they will cross your path, have your attention. I'm not sure what else, but I do want to take one more card just for the sheer nosiness of it. Ace of Swords. You'll get more clarity as the month progresses. I'm getting teens. So I'm getting after the 10th of June. That's what I'm getting after the 10th of June. Teens. That's after the 10th. So that's what I'm getting. That's complete.
All right, Ange.
Yeah, that was a good one. I was surprised. This is the Weird World Tarot, and I love this one. I've got 2 of them, actually. And it's a really fun one, but the cards are a little bit dark. Not as dark as Sacred Palace, or Sacred Realms, or whatever the blue blazes. I had to trim those fuckers. Holy moly. Yeah, I got some energy.
And you did notice, yes, Angie got her nails back.
Yes! Yay! I feel more like myself, and I've got my High Priestess shirt on. Thank you, guys. Yes. Feeling much more like myself. The nails are back. I don't know if I'm going to have to build anything else. But it's like, I couldn't stand it anymore. I wanted my nails, and I got them long. And I think the girl that was doing my nails, she was kind of young. I think she was just kind of surprised. I said, I want them long, like between long and extra long. But I think she was a little daunted. But yeah, feeling much happier with them done. All right.
Krista put, oh, wow, thank you. It's a beautiful deck.
Oh, yeah, it is. And you're so welcome. Yeah, it's a great one, and I would recommend it. Even though the imagery is a little different, a little more magazine-y and modern, I still would recommend that deck.
All right, why don't you do commercial, Ange?
Here's my commercial. This is what we do, guys. We have the Blind Oracle read. That's $20. My Oracle cards are in this cart and in this cart. Honey, do you want to pan so they can see? Just
sure.
A little? Like, these cards are full, boom, boom, full. And then I have the Year Ahead read for $30. The Blind Oracle is $20. You don't ask a question. You just get the read you need, okay? The Year Ahead is $30. That's usually a baker's dozen or so. So it's usually 13 to 15 cards, something like that. Easy for that one. The Year Ahead. If you want a 1-question mini or 1-question full, the 1-question mini is 7 to 10 cards. That's $30. The full is $40. If you want some of my specialty reads, then I might break out the Crystal Ball, which is up there, or the Bones, which are over here. Throw down some tarot cards with them and do a read with those things combined. Gorgeous reads come out of that. Very interesting. Or the Past Life. Those are $50. It's Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. That's how you can reach me or pay me. And it's A5C Butterfly. The E comes before the I. Double check your spelling on that. I remember by saying E-I-E-I-O. I know it's silly, but I remember. And there's other people that are knocking me off, as with every tarot reader. So just be careful that you don't pay the wrong person. So that's what I've got. And hopefully they can see that. Can they see that, honey?
Let me show it to them.
There you
it
go.
is.
Hot damn.
All right, Gloria said you need some margaritas to go with the festive nails.
I might. It's not a bad idea. It's a little early in the day, but it's not a bad idea at all. So that's what I got going on. So yeah.
All right, I see Chad is here. Apparently, Chad, I
Chad.
was in your neck of the woods last week.
Yeah.
They sent me to Plainview, Texas, then from Plainview to El Paso, to Albuquerque, to Farmington, and back here
to everywhere under God's green earth.
I took a Southwest tour last week.
Yeah, everywhere under the sun.
Twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. We got any other questions coming up?
Let's see. We can do, what, one or two more little minis or micros, and then we will
paid list is
get
open.
into the
When the paid list opens,
list.
it gets rocking and rolling. You're going to get a thorough and kind of a nosy-ass read, and I can hardly help myself, as you've seen before. But if you get an extra card or 2 or 5, who knows? You get the read until it's complete.
Leanne, does William want a relationship with me?
Leanne, we're looking at the Good Karma Tarot. Don't underestimate this deck. This is a bitchin' deck. Yeah. I want a relationship with you. No! No. This is a big, strong no, and I would avoid this person. Whatever you're going to build up is going to be shot down, shot to shit, blown apart, fucked over, twice under. It's just no bueno, honey.
Jesus.
No bueno. I would say he's dealing with some other stuff. You can try, but you can't do 90% of the relationship. Let him squeak by 2% and then pretend that something else isn't there. This is out in the cold energy. This is out in the cold, feeling like your enoughness isn't there. It sometimes comes up, but this is outside, and she is on her own, very much on her own. And then 5 of Swords. Don't add insult to injury. Don't stay and wait for him to declare his undying love. This does not look like it's going to happen. It looks like you could wait here. Don't be fucking freeze to death like the poor little match girl. I want to see what else is going on for you. That was such a resounding, big, blasty no. What else is going on? I'm going to snoop. I have to. With a no that big, I have to snoop. Woo. What else is going on? Obviously,
Jeez,
in these cards, he doesn't seem like your person. So what happens once he moves aside? And I don't know when that will be. I don't know when you're going to let go of that. But I definitely
I'm curious too. LOL.
I have to snoop. Sorry. Okay. You need to be sitting pretty Miss Independent in the garden on your own for a little while and just taking your time, leisure, luxury, taking your time, really relishing the woman that you are. Big time. Justice, Karma's coming up with the 10 of Cups. I'm looking towards August. This is something that's coming in, and I don't know why it's coming towards August, but I got this, and then I got Justice comes in, and I get June, July, August. This is what we're seeing. This is what you're moving towards, the delightfulness of beyond the happy ever. Beyond the happy ever after. The wish card is the 9. The 10 is 1 plus. It's delighting in this. You got the 9 here. You got the 10 here. The Queen of Cups looks back, but she doesn't wallow. She just goes for her hopes and dreams in a different way. Yeah, I'd sever that shit and I'd move forward. It's going to take you a little bit to get over it. You won't believe me probably right now. You won't want to believe me. I wouldn't want to believe me. I'd be like, fuck you, lady. You don't know your cards. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, the fuck I don't. But hey, you do whatever you need to do. Yeah, Karma has something way better lined up for you than this other person. So he might need to see what's gone before he gets his head out of his ass is what I'm getting. Now, I know that's very feisty and kind of rude, but it might be the absolute truth. And if anybody could have saved me time waiting with... Oh, he'll change or blah, blah. If anybody could have saved me time, I would have loved them to be this blunt with me and tell me this. So this person, this William, somebody else, way better. Anything else?
It will, but this resonates.
Get in the garden, baby. You are worth way more. You're not the poor little match girl, but when you're in this person's company, this William's company, you feel like it. You're really the one that's sitting pretty. So the further away from him you are, the better you will be. That's what I've got. That's complete. Wow, that was a... Don't doubt these good karma cards. Same deck, second deck. You'll see I ink the decks differently. So then if I double down, if we would have got the tower again, I wouldn't have died. The tower is one of my favorite cards. Because after the tower is always the beautiful blessing. But it's a beautiful disaster first. So, yeah. Holy smokes.
Gloria put Angie feisty and rude? No way. Never.
Hugs. Not trying to be rude. Hugs back at you. Not trying to be rude. Just this is how it feels. This is what comes through. And when it's a whoa Nelly, it's a whoa Nelly.
Leanne put thank you again.
You're welcome, honey. Yeah, you are welcome. And this karma card, there's something big afoot. So just trust it. Trust it. So yeah, you might need somebody that's a little bit more fun, a little bit less rigid, a little bit less cold for sure. You need somebody that's got more warmth in them.
Lando put, I got such good energy from flipping to this live.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. So glad. We try to keep a good energy, even if it's like, oh no. But yeah, it's usually pretty fun in here. I won't sugarcoat shit, but I will get nosy. Like after that, you needed nosy. For sure.
All right, we have Gloria.
Okay.
And then Heather, I got your PayPal. Thanks so much. You got
Okay.
your full read coming. I just need your question, Heather, when you get a chance.
Okay, so
Gloria, is my health recovery on track?
What are we doing? A micro, a mini?
This is a micro.
A micro. Is your health recovery on track? We're going to the Universal Celtic Tarot for you. 3 things need to be balanced. The Triskel is the sign on the back of here, and this is what I'm drawn to. 3 things need to be balanced. You know, body, mind, soul connection. All of that needs to be balanced. That's not a newsflash for anyone. Your sleep could improve, but whose couldn't? I mean, anybody can tell you that. But let's see what the cards have to say. 3 things that she needs to focus on for health recovery. I am not a doctor, by the way, tarot reader. Probably could tell. No stethoscope. Okay, you need to let go of some kind of heartache. This is saying let go of the heartache. So whatever it is that's got your mind feeling like it's in pain, you need to work your way through this. There's a breakthrough coming for you with the 10 of Pentacles. But this builds up over time, and this is generational. If there is something in your health that is in your family history, that kind of thing, look for where the assets and the liabilities are both at in here. This is something that's physical in the 3D, a generational gift, not just the heartache that comes, but the generational wealth card comes over time, over time, over time. Maybe it's longevity. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's good vision. Maybe it's good circulation. Maybe it's just an overall ability to endure and to persist. This comes in through here. Empress, over time, this feels like 3 months away, but this is very much more receptive, ready to grow, ready to expand, ready to have this receptive energy, this flowing energy. It doesn't mean it can sometimes mean you're getting pregnant and all of that, but it doesn't always mean that. But it's ready to add more, take on more, do more, expand, sometimes create a project. And to be in this realm of abundance, this is huge. So it's not so hot right now, improving. It's improving over time. A pregnant woman will always take care of what she needs. If she craves something, she doesn't care if it's 1 a.m. If she needs pickles or ice cream or whatever the fuck it is, if she needs bacon, if she wants tomatoes, whatever it is, her body is knowing and saying, I need this, I want this. So listen to those signals that your body is telling you. If you're having a certain craving, whether you're craving foods or sunshine or more water or more social engagement, be aware of what it is you're longing for. It's trying to tell you. You're going to walk this path a little bit soon. Anything else? 8 of Wands. Yeah, the next 2 months are going to get more and more active for you, and I would say increase your activity if you can. I'm not saying, go sprain your ankle and take on a hike that you're not ready for. No. But increase your activity. There's going to be more coming up, opening up, and starting up for you right now. That's what I got. That's complete. So that's what I got.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't know why, but if you have Rolaids, Tums, or whatever, get your fucking calcium. Don't get heartburn. The 8 of Wands sometimes can create like a lot of activity, and with that 3 of Swords, it could be that you're having a weird eating pattern later at night and it's sleeping weird and getting heartburn. This kind of shit can happen. Like you get too spicy of spaghetti or too spicy of Mexican food, and you're like, but I don't know why that's coming in as the flash at the end, but that's what you get. Bossiness. So sorry.
And she did put, yes, have big plans, changes hopefully coming soon.
Yeah.
And thank you,
Yeah.
Angie. You're absolutely amazing.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, Heather, I am scrolling up to try to find your question.
Okay.
Kim or Chad, if you see it, if you could
Pin it.
pin it, please.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah, I don't see.
What kind of read are we doing for Heather?
It's a full read.
Okay.
Just need the question I'm looking for.
Or if it's a general, just let us know. We'll do it. We'll deal with it.
I don't see it.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, Heather, I don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling all the way back up. There we go. She put it again. Thank you. Thank you so much. My hubby and I are wanting to break codependency. Can we be successful?
Yes, I'm in the Wake Me Up Tarot. I'm going to do 2 center of the felt it cross, so we're going to do person A, person B. Person B's deck here. And we'll do the Wake Me Up Tarot. Yeah, you can, but it's not a small ask you're undertaking here.
Hubby is here to listen too.
Excellent. It's not a small ask. Person A. Person B. I just need some shuffles. There's something about self-validation coming in very strongly on this Eight of Cups. It's like this is where you're longing for something, longing to do something. You can't wait forever for somebody else to validate you or to be on the same page with you all the time. That's generally not how it works. It's in that waiting or thinking that you need that externally that this becomes a problem. It becomes problematic. You become attached to waiting for them to say, yeah, that's good, or yeah, that's not good. It's not that their opinion doesn't matter at all, or that who gives a fuck on their opinion, but you don't have to be dependent on their opinion to take the next step. It doesn't have to go that way. This that you're addressing codependency is coming through the Devil's right here on top of the Queen of Wands. This is have your sparkle and shine, and don't be so dependent on his opinion. It's not to say fuck you, your opinion doesn't count. No, but you need to stand on your own a little bit more, be more independent, let others approach you rather than you waiting and approaching them. Forget putting all that pressure on them to get their opinion, their advice, wait on their schedule. You need to be in the driver's seat a little bit more, is what I'm getting here. Star is here, Page of Wands is here. What's coming up here in the Star is your hopes and dreams and what you're stewing in and what you're sitting in, what you're wanting to be in. It's the healing waters. And this is where you get your true north going forward. This feels very much like you. I'll read for your hubby in this other one. But this was like very much your true north needs to be realigned and needs to be focused on what is your dream, what is it you want to pursue, what is the little step that you can take in this day to do for that dream. Over and over and over, this is the challenge. This is what will be asked of you. The Page of Wands, putting the message out and being excited to go forward on your own for a bit. Like, where's the party I'm going? That kind of thing. Doing things on your own needs to come into play a little bit more. Two of Cups over here in the recent past area. This is beautiful. This is finding your way and finding your way back to that path again. Letting each other be independent, and so you're not... You can be a unified couple and each have your own separate hobbies, separate interests, separate things that you like to do, and do them really well, and not always be in each other's pockets so much. I once had to tell my friend, I said, listen, you need to get his balls out of your purse. That kind of thing. It's almost in the reverse. It's like you don't need to wait for him to give you the say-so, the go-ahead, the nothing like that. And that's not disrespectful. It's just you can be an independent thinker and do things on your own, by yourself, and have him orbit around you more rather than putting the orbit in reverse. I think that would be helpful. It's like you need independent time a little bit. All right, let's look at his. Okay, so for his, he's getting the Empress. He already wants to give you whatever makes you happy, whatever pleases you, but he can't decide that for you. And he's not going to do it in the way that a chick would. So the challenge for him is you and finding the timing of the cycle and the wheel of time. This is huge. Wheel of Fortune is saying you've got like two of the numbers to this combination of the safe dialed in, but not the third. He knows this already. He's waiting for you to figure out what you want. It seems like once you decide what it is that you want, then he's going to try and be supportive of it, but you can't wrap your happiness up all dependent on him. That's too much to put on any human. But sometimes this is what we do in relationships, whether we realize or not. There's anxiety and stress that's subconscious for him. I don't know what the concern is, but there's something going on that's got him stewing and brewing more in his head. And this is when the rude awakening happened. He needs to get more sleep. The rude awakening happens when you get the aha moment at night. And it's like you wake up and you kind of got a little bit of an answer. There might be something he's not even aware of that is bugging or he's thinking on that he's stewing about. Try not to worry so much. Get yourself to sleep. Tell the universe you'll be ready to receive the answer when the answer and the timing is right. This is receptivity with the Empress, of huge receptivity when the timing is right. Then the answer just drops like a gift. Six of Pentacles, the universe trying to give you something. Equal exchange on this side, equal exchange on this side. Both right here, equal exchange coming up in your recent past. It's just been a little bit distorted, a little bit out of balance, right? Then here we're seeing the Five of Pentacles. This is somebody worrying about money, feeling broke, feeling like they don't have enough, feeling in lack, feeling like the poor little match girl are out in the cold. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? This could be like literal worry about money and concern that's like causing frustration. try not to freak out too much when you see this card, even though it's the card of poverty and lack and da-da-da. They purposely are choosing a new path. Purposely. There's something that's coming up as an offer for him going on in the future, but it's a little bit pie in the sky thinking. There needs to be a sense of groundedness. The universe is offering you a gift. There needs to be a little bit of groundedness before you take this answer. This could be something to do with the way you're earning, the way you're bringing in money, the way you're feeling value. I want to see what would be over here for you. The moon. You're not going to get to see it all at once. In fact, you're not going to get to see it for probably 2.5 to 3 months coming up. We've got 18. It might even be 3.5 months. You're going to have to, over time, make wiser choices on money. Now, I know this is sounding bossy, but whatever. Make wiser choices over time about money, about the physical things, about how you're attending to the physical things. It will help you. You can't see everything full illumination yet, but an offer is coming in the near future. It doesn't feel so distant, but you need to be ready. And it feels like you're going to have, whether it's 200 or 2,000, I don't know, but you're going to need to create a little bit of oh shit fund, an extra wiggle room, extra savings. Say somebody might get a promotion, but you have to go somewhere to interview, blah, 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 or go multiple days for training somewhere else, that kind of a thing. That would require a little extra wiggle room of slush fund. That might not be the exact scenario, but get yourself a little bit of oh shit money ready. Yeah, 5 of Wands, there's going to be a lot coming at you, competition. And sometimes this is a little conflict. It is tricky for you to get on the same page because you don't know what's coming at you. If you can be on the same page as far as being prepared and ready to do whatever it is, ready to take on something new, it will serve you well. Next card out is the Two of Swords. Then you're going to have to make a decision. You will be at the crossroads and needing to make a choice. What else we got going on here? We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Your desire is to rush forward. Now, the Seven of Swords gets the bum rap as the thief, but he's also, Stephanie, Intuitive Seer, calls him the Robin Hood. This is the one that protects the priorities. You can't really know what those are if you're not taking care of what is your own heart's desire and in alignment. Get in alignment first. Protect what is your priorities. See where you guys are actually on the same page. Page of Pentacles wants to go forward and be the Batman, but is a little reluctant. Knight of Wands really wants to charge forward. You're going to have to be a little bit patient. There is something coming up that feels like change in the wind, change on the air for you guys. I'm not sure what this is about, but it feels like there's new opportunities coming. Is there anything else? Let's look. I want the Golden Art Nouveau here. I don't have a third of this deck, but I want to see. What is this about? It feels like there's change in the work aspect. I don't know what that's going to be or how that's going to affect, but that's what it feels like. And the desire to go forward, move forward. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. This is a card that means new promotion, established wisdom, and getting the VIP pass, the access. The keys of the kingdom are given to the monks, right? This is what it is. The keys are being given. It's like, come on. Yeah, you belong here. Come on in. And then charge ahead. You're going to know more in what feels like about a month and a half, and it's going to affect for the next 3 months. 3 months going on. That's what I got. That's what's happening for you guys. The codependency, easy thing to do. When you love someone, you want to spend every waking damn moment with them, but you still need time to breathe independently, right? And you still need to get on your own pages for what your hopes and dreams are, and then find where you find solutions together. So it's not totally revolving around one or the other. That's going to bring more balance to you. That's what I've got. That's complete. Wow.
Woo.
That's exciting. Yeah. I don't know what you guys are stepping into or what you're stepping forward to. But yeah, you're doing it. And it's a gift. And you guys have been doing things well together before. So, yeah. Love that. Love it.
Wow.
Love it. So, yeah, that's what I got. And no, it's not going to be totally fucking crystal clear this month at all. It's going to take a little bit of time. Like the next 3 weeks, you won't know. So just start loving better, living better, taking care of each other in good ways, not in a codependent way, and recognizing each other as the beautiful souls, plural, independent that you are, and then be a team together. All right.
Okie doke.
Enough bossing.
Heather said, thank you. That all makes sense. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, honey. You are so welcome.
All right, and we are recording the whole show, so Heather, if you want to take a peek at that later,
and I'll post it on my YouTube channel.
It'll be on Angie's YouTube channel after the show. We'll upload it.
Yeah, usually it takes an hour, 2 hours, I don't know, for us to get it figured out, but it'll get handled.
Oh, okay. All right, where's your commercial again, Ange? Let's give it a shot again. Yes, please. I will look it up. Good job. Thanks.
Here's the commercial. You
Appreciate
just saw
that, Heather.
a full read. Full read is $40. Mini is $30. That's if you ask a question like Heather just did. I got a little bit nosy and we just dug in. So those are the one question tarot reads. I have the blind oracle reads where you get the read you need. You don't ask a damn thing. You just get what the cards bring forward and I give you the message. Sometimes my guides step in. I work with 4 different spirit guides when I'm doing this, and they come through at different times. Very, very distinct and interesting, but they come through sometimes when they want to come through, or if I want them to come through, we can ask and see what's going on with them. We can do the blind oracle for 20, the year ahead for 30. That's usually the 12 cards plus 2 in the middle. So, okay, all right. Or we can do crystal ball. Past lives are my favorite. Love past lives. Or we can also throw the bones and mix those with the tarot cards, and they are so interesting. Now, when I do past lives, I'll throw down tarot cards, and all of a sudden they become oracle, and they tell the story. And there is always some sort of wacky crossover. I do not always know even where I am in history. Sometimes it's all about the work. Sometimes it's about the relationship. Who knows? It just comes how it comes. This is how you can pay me. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, A5C Butterfly, the E comes before the I, blah, blah, blah. That's the whole commercial. That's it. So, there you go. Oh, and I'm going to be doing a class on the 14th for light language and Zebu language, how you begin that, how you start that, and that will be on May 14th. And I don't know if it's going to be at noon or at 2 o'clock. I don't know what time I'm going to do that. I think that's Tuesday, and that's what I've got so far on that as far as information. So there you go.
Okay, and what about tomorrow?
What about tomorrow?
Tomorrow's at the...
Oh, tomorrow, Mystic Frog. Stephanie, Intuitive Seer, is going to be there. If you are down near the Orem, Utah area, go see Stephanie at Mystic Frog. They're doing Mystic Marketplace. Go see her, and she'll be there. Brandy and Tabitha will probably be there. There's going to be all kinds of booths and stuff. I'll see if I can pop in and up that way. I'm not sure exactly what time that is, but go follow Stephanie, Intuitive Seer, or look up I think she's on as like the Frog Lady or something like that. Really, and go see them.
That's the owner
of the shop. So yeah. So yeah, go see. And I may pop in and go on down there. It's a little bit of a drive, and I hate leaving my house because I moved to my new house and I'm loving it. But I might do it. So we'll see what's going on.
All right, and Minnie you did a past life for me, and it was amazing.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. All
right, Steph is here. She put, I'm back. Sorry it took so long. So, yeah, Steph, she... I
just was telling them about the Mystic Frog and about what's going on tomorrow, but can you pop a time for them to when it runs? I told them to go see you. And I will probably be there. So if you pop a time of when it's going, then we'll spread the word. So, yeah, that's what's going on.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
She said, the market tomorrow from 11 to 6.
Thank you. Yeah, 11 to 6, guys. 11 to 6. Mystic Market in Orem. And if you're anywhere close, go check it out. All right. Why?
Go check it out.
It'll be fun. It's bound to be fun. Hey, what else are you going to do? Stay home and watch some kind of sports or some kind of shit? No.
All right, we have Chad, then we have Steph, our Steph, and then Krista. Chad wants to know, what is Nell doing today, please?
What is Nell doing today? Wow. Nell is over at Goggz' place. Now, Nell is one of my spirit guides. She's very kind of fairy-like, very young energy. She's actually older than Goggz, who comes across and shows as an old man most of the time, as an older gentleman. But she's over at Goggz' place, and Goggz has this, like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to call it ramshackle kind of cabin-y place. Very, almost like Mountain Man kind of. What are you doing there? She says she's just kicking it. She's outside and there's a fire going and she's got a stick, like we would do s'mores, except for it's not s'mores on there. There's like chunks of meat. She's roasting the meat. She doesn't even eat it. It just smells good. It smells better than Goggz. She doesn't like the way Goggz smells sometimes, the way things cook, the way things are cooking with him. Do you have any kind of message? Why are you taking me to this time? Getting the cards? Sure, okay. All right. Where's our cards? Let me find the ones that she always likes. Where are they? I don't know where they are now. Here we go. Oh, the new ones. Okay. She wants these. And these are the Sword of Legium cards. They're okay. All right, we're going. I'm getting stop talking, start reading from her. Goggz isn't even home, I don't think, right now. Why is she there? All right, Nell, what's going on? Oh my gosh, she's doing a little bit of Goldilocks action, a little bit of this coming up. This is kind of a wild one. She's like just visiting his place. I think she's there as a little bit of a protective element. She's trying to make it look like somebody's home. Usually this is more like her in the water element. We show him this card. This is very much a Nell energy type of a card. But she wants her friend to be happy and her friend isn't home. It's like she's house sitting there. She wants it to be protected. She's cooking something that she thinks Goggz would cook. She doesn't eat the meat, but she's cooking the meat so it smells like somebody's home. Why is she doing this? Why is she protecting this?
Chat put, oh no, she is cave sitting.
She is. She kind of. Yeah, his house is always kind of dark and very, very like the cave. She's brightening up the place. Yeah. She thinks it's good for her to be there. It's very, very warm energy that she's bringing forward. It's been too dark. I think, oh, okay. All right. She's there. Somebody in Goggz's family is grieving. The Nine of Swords comes through like almost like death in the family, which isn't the death card, but it feels like somebody in the extended family has died and she's gone into to cover the bases. Why are you showing us this? Because he's just a young man who needs help. Okay. This is don't be afraid to ask for help if you're grieving and if you are looking out for... Often we've been getting through my guides and what's been coming through is look out for those who are feeling invisible or lost right now and offer a hand and lift. This is those that are grieving. There's some people that are grieving sorrow and losses that they might not have the ability to ask for help, but look out for your fellow man. Look out for your neighbor. This is what she's doing. Goggz won't ask for help. Here's Goggz over here. You can show him this. This is what's going on here. These are reading very, very oracle. They aren't reading very, very straight tarot. What else do you want us to know? Okay. I'm getting, as ever, crazy lyrics. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart. I don't know who sings that fucking song, but Nell knows that song. And she's singing it. She sounds like she's 5, really, really tiny. Anything else? Nell. Yeah, this is Goggz, and he needs to be home. He needs to be home and doing things and cooking meat. And he's like, what is that about? She's trying to impersonate him? Yes? Yes? If I'm home, I'll be Goggz. If I'm home, I'll be Goggz. She does not like the smell of what's cooking. It stinks. She's trying to clear her throat, and she doesn't like it. Okay, so why are you going to be Goggz? Okay, all right. Strangers rumble by. Strangers rumble by. Strangers rumble by. Again, she's very protective about strangers that have a little bit of more of a murky influence. I'm Goggz. She's running into the house, like as if that she's going in and talking to people and the house is empty, but she wants it to be seen as if the house is full. She's trying to do a protective thing while Goggz is away. Yeah, yeah. Don't leave something abandoned and empty, because that's when people, if you leave too much empty space and you don't look out for each other, if you leave too much empty space, that's when dark creeps in. That's when dark comes in, spiders come in. You need to have it lived in. Okay. I don't know what she's up in some kind of spice jar now. Ooh. Yeah, she's up in some kind of spice jar. She's exploring the house. She's a little Goldilocks right now. I don't think Goggz is going to love it, but I think he understands her well enough by now. She's been with Goggz since he was young. And now he's a young man, and this is a time when he's a young man. This is the time when, yes, he's married. Yes, he has a spouse and spouse family, and somebody in spouse's family is passed. Anything else? Why are you giving us this? It's too soon old, too young wise. I don't know what that is. Too soon old, too late wise, something like that. He doesn't know enough yet. He doesn't know that he's left himself vulnerable. He needs somebody to look out for him. And he would never ask for that help, so that's why she's there. That's why she's making the house seem like it's lived in. Anything else? It passes, it passes, it passes. It passes. It passes. Don't you see? It passes. Even if it happens to be, it passes, it passes. It's not going to be forever sad, but it's going to be sad for a while. It's tricky enough for him. When it's sad, it's tricky enough for him. And for poor Mrs. Stinky Cook, it's tricky for her too. This is Nell's version of being compassionate and doing for others, okay? Why are you Goldilocksing their house now? It needs to smell like Goggz. It needs to smell like stink. It needs to be the Stinky Cook smell to go so that other people stay away, stay away, stay away. They need to go down the path. They are wrong people, wrong place, wrong path. Okay. Anything else? Protect, protect. Make the smell known. Make the scent known. Make the people who are here be known. Something about the smell of the land, the people that live here, this goes out. She's giving me this as an energy thing, the energetic signature that we send out. Wait, okay, thank you. When we inhabit our soul, when we inhabit our homes or our vessel, which is our human form, when we inhabit this and let our signature, our essence be known that we are present in our body, when we are home, then we emit the signal best. And when we are in sorrow, we can't emit the signal of love or our light signal as much. Sometimes we need a little bit of help. Sometimes we need others to step in. Otherwise, the darkness gets too heavy. Is that? Yes. Yes. Sometimes emit the stinky smell, the smell that makes the happy. She knows that she doesn't like that smell, but it makes Goggz and his wife happy. Yeah, that's what she's doing. She's guarding the hearth. She's taking care of the hearth room. She's taking care of the outside fire. Wild. That's complete. That's all she wants to say. That's what's going on. Okay.
Okay.
It's a busy day for Nell.
Krista wants to know, Angie, are you ever able to smell what Nell is smelling?
Yeah. Sometimes it smells, I don't know if you guys know this smell. It smells like kind of like a dirt and soil and burnt smoke. If you've ever had, like, I have essential oils, and the closest thing I can think that vetiver. That vetiver, it smells like stinky dirt smell, and then just a little bit of a woodsy kind of smell. Yeah, just like burnt wood, like I don't know if it's an oak wood or what, but it's a burnt wood. It's not like a Palo Santo or frankincense or.
But that's so cool.
Burnt cinnamon stick would also have that kind of smell because it doesn't smell as much like cinnamon, but it has a weird kind of distinct. Yeah.
And Kim wants to know, was she Gogg's guide before he became a guide?
I know she worked with him. Was she Goggz's guide? She must have been because she must have been because she's showing me the stream that we saw the other day. She must have been because she's been with Goggz since he was like little, and she still like razzes him and teases him. So yeah. Very wild, but yeah. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Goggz is in the house here, in his old, crusty old self. They wondered about what had happened in the house. He had suspicions. She never confirmed that she was even there. But there's like pepper that was in the jar that she was smelling. That's on the mantle. It's like she left something. I don't know what it would be. It's like pepper crumbs or stinky pepper crumbs across the hearth, across the mantle. And Goggz is acknowledging that, yeah, he knew that somebody was there, thought it was her. She never fessed up to it. Okay, all right, anything else? No, the answer is yes. He's nodding his head. The answer is yes, Kim. Yeah. So that's wild. That's really wild, but that's what came through.
All right. So
Okay.
That's so cool. She sneezed and pepper went all over.
She doesn't necessarily like the human-y smells that are in Goggz's house. To you and I, we might not think it's terrible. Maybe vetiver just smells earthy to us. Maybe burnt cinnamon stick or burnt wood just smells like smoke, like, you know, when you're barbecuing, that kind of thing. But To Nell, she doesn't dig it. So, okay, that's what we got.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, we have Steph coming up.
Okay.
Our Steph for a blind read. Krista, you are on deck with your mini. I need your question when you get a chance. Krista, so Steph for a blind.
Our Steph for blind. Come on, you. I know the cards that I want. I cannot get them. There we go. If there were some. Hang on, there's two more in this deck that need to come. Okay. So we've got a fairy deck, and then we've got a very Earth Mama deck. I don't remember what this is. Very botanical Earth deck, but we're going to go in the order that we got them. Stuff for the blind. It's coming through. It's like you're getting your brave boots on, your brave galoshes on, and a lot of no fear energy that's starting to excitement and bubbling up. No fear is coming through. You're anxious, excited coming up. No fear. Moonflower's coming in, and the true north is coming in. This is seeing bloom even if no one's watching. This you're in your right self, and then stay true to yourself coming in. This is the energy you're between. This is what's bookending for you. Can they see that? I don't know if they can see that well.
It needs to come in a little. There you go.
So we've got true north and the moonflower coming in. No fear. It's like you are putting on your galoshes. It's like you would know if there was going to be puddles to splash in before the rest of the world. Have no fear. Trust your intuition going forward. There's excitement going on around you. There's buzz, like bees around you. It feels like you literally live somewhere where there's bees and honey nearby, like bee boxes, yeah. Something about that is going on, and it's like the excitement and the buzz going on around you, and creating the buzz is important right now. This is what you're getting clarity about. No fear, create the buzz. Travel is necessary, and trust necessary. Show them these three. These are great. Whatever it is that you're moving towards, you are really moving in the right direction. Let's see what's going on with
I see the spellcaster's deck. I just looked at that on my desk as well.
Oh, good. Hey, they had an order. Let's see what else is going on here for you, Steph. Yeah, I'm telling you, you need to drive somewhere where there is like, I don't know what they're called, the bee boxes. You know, where the honey farmers, the honey farmers have bee boxes. Like my brother-in-law does bees, and he has bee boxes somewhere. I don't know what field of clover or lavender or whatever the fuck it is, but you need to go somehow on your driving or whatever. Drive by the bee boxes. I don't know why. That's a place where you will have a reassurance of what you're doing, what you're getting busy doing, what the buzz is about. You'll get a little bit of strength from that. I don't know why. Yeah, the green space. I don't know what's going on, but this is going to allow the shamaning energy in a little bit more into the heart. It will ground you. It will be somewhat healing going on. And then this pedestal energy. Don't expect perfection. Get yourself off the pedestal. Get yourself down to earth in more of a way. It will free yourself. Think of Eight of Swords and how she's not really bound. Get off the pedestal. You're not stuck having to be perfect either. So this is something great. It's not being all to everyone, although you are busy. Just show up. Show up for you. Show up as you. You're going to do just fine. What else is going on? Dragon Moon and wishing you health. This is sending good luck. This is really, really good. Get a good night's rest. This is saying specifically tonight, get good sleep. So do what it is to shut down things tonight for self, to get the good night's rest before you go into the day tomorrow. It will be busy for you. Wishing you health. This is good luck. This is butterfly transformative energy. You've also got the green earth and a lot of mushroom energy. Now, I don't know enough about what mushroom energy is going to be. I mean, I know there's funky mushrooms and magic mushrooms and all that jazz. But this is also something where there's unexpected protein, unexpected strength in sources that are unlikely, unusual, and often overlooked. And then this thinking of you. A lot of fuchsia coming through. Yeah. Let some of this fuchsia shine through. There's going to be more vibrancy that comes to you from doing what you're doing what you're taking on. It will bring more vibrant colors to life. You're going to have a little bit more of more than an epiphany, more than the usual downloads tomorrow. You're going to be learning in almost everything that you're doing, whether it's an interaction and you're selling a product, whether you're doing a reading and you have an aha epiphany as you're reading along the way. As you're reading, sharing, and expanding, you're going to be very, very receptive for drop down, drop down, drop down. It's coming in big. Anything else? I would have something fuchsia color for you tomorrow. Cloak yourself in the energy of fuchsia. Really, really, very good energy. And then magic frog. You don't say. Of all the decks I could choose, this is to do with what you're doing tomorrow. Magic frog. It literally says that right there. Tomorrow's going to be a good day for you. There's going to be a lot of growth. So get the rest tonight and be ready for everything's going to be teaching you tomorrow. As you go through whatever it is you're doing, everything is teaching you. The universe is giving you sample after sample of this and of that, all coming through. It's going to be fabulous. So let the sun really come in. That's what I've got for you. That's gorgeous.
Woo.
Holy shit. I love that. That's great. That's great.
All right, she put okay, perfect, and thanks. I've had such a hard day today and needed this.
Oh, I'm glad it helped. I can't believe the magic frog came through. That's fucking awesome.
All right.
How often have you seen me guys use this deck even? I mean, really?
She said, thank you so much.
You're
And
welcome.
Krista wants to know what deck is that Moonflower card from?
That is from this one. And is this the which one that Steph mentioned? It's an oracle deck, and I don't know. I always want to call them the botanicals, and I'm not sure what this is. Not sure. Not sure. I know my tarot decks, almost every damn one of them. My oracle decks, I don't know as well. So, yeah. I'm going to have to get, like, a catalog of their front covers and back covers, and so I know what they are, but, yeah.
And Steph went unbelievable in the best way.
Good. So glad. so glad. Excellent. Okay. Let me get a little water, and then we can keep going.
All right, so next up is Krista.
Okay.
She asked earlier, she got a micro who is coming in for me in June.
Okay.
And she would like a mini read that is, let's see, go back to where it was there. Just got to scroll a little bit and I will find it, Ange. Okay? Is that all right with you? She said, I would like to delve into that deck from earlier, the question about June. It was Three of Cups, Knight of Wands, King of Cups.
Okay.
That came out.
Oh, we were in the weird world for you, I think. Okay. Let's go into the second one of that. This other one is what we were in before, I think, for you. Mm-hmm. Now we're in the second one. So we know what came out before. Let's see what's going on. June. I want the June situation. We're doing the Australian 10 spread. We're going to see what's going on in there.
Paid list is clear.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're getting the Page of Swords, being really observant and ready to stand in your truth. This is the one that sometimes gets a bum rap as the harsh gossip because he doesn't communicate well. He wants to have the horse, doesn't have the horse yet. He's ready to saddle up, but he needs to be patient. High Priestess in the house as the challenge, as the crossing card. It's going to be difficult, but you need to go within, look a little deeper within for your own inner mysteries. You've dealt with the devil in the recent past. You need to let go of this. Now, the devil sometimes is a person that's been a real schmuck. Sometimes it's toxic patterns, toxic patterning, old behaviors. Sometimes even we don't know that they're like bad for us. We just think, okay, all right. Sometimes it's overindulgence and vices. But in the past, the devil you've dealt with feels like it's toxic. That's the word I keep getting. Sometimes there is things that we are attracted to, want to do, that we know that is not so good for us. It's unhealthy. You need to leave some of this unhealthiness or what you're drawn to, attracted to, leave it in the past, leave it in the rear window. Secrets, lies, and mysteries. This is something that the moon has. Also, the moon brings up what is primal and also brings up our intuition. This is saying pay close attention to the intuition. The mystery isn't going to be unfolded bam, 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 bam. You need to be able to dwell in the mystery without controlling it or without being controlled, without quick resolution to what it is. Walking the way of the seeker is a good path for you to walk.
The toxic tracks.
We've got the Six of Cups with the nostalgia card. Now look at this. This looks like it's not so dangerous, but sometimes nostalgia or nostalgic thinking or buying into an old myth, like, the happy ever after, or you must be married and the Disney princess fantasy, and they lived happily ever after. Nobody says that it's a daily grind. Sometimes you have to work hard to create your own happiness. They just say they lived happily ever after. Tra-la-la. It doesn't happen that way. This is a little bit of nostalgia that's on your mind. This is something that you need to be more careful of. You've been sitting in friendships that it feels like this energy has brewed and stewed long enough. Some of these friendships need to evolve, and some of them need to be done and dusted, closed off, done, finished, complete. I want to go back to this deck regarding this, because this is subconscious, this is conscious. You want the friendships to be more meaningful, yet you keep endeavoring, keep going to friendships that aren't inspiring growth. They're familiar, maybe they're familial, but they feel familiar. And so that's what you do. Instead of spending the time on your own, you need to spend more time on your own. High Priestess needs to go within. High Priestess needs a little bit of hermit time rather than hanging out with people that aren't so hot for you. Nine of Swords. There's something in here that's causing anxiety and stress. It's like, what do they call that? It's not ruminate and it's not regurgitate, but it's ruminating. When you go in your mind and you have a gap in a relationship, or sometimes maybe a disagreement, and you ruminate and you go over and over and over and over and over and over in your head, and it doesn't serve. And that person isn't wasting all their energy thinking about you. That person isn't trying to solve anything. If they aren't investing in you, if they show you who they are, believe them. One of your friends is just a little bit more selfish than you would like to believe them to be, but they may just be at a different place. Allow that to be in the energy. Allow that. Move forward, move forward. And this is allowing you to be free of enmeshment with this person. This is what you need to move forward. And it's going to not be fully illuminated for you. Knight of Wands is on top of this. You have your own light, your own torch. If you had the Hermit, you'd have your own lantern. You need to carry your own light a little bit more strongly for self going forward. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords. Now this is 2 Nines of Swords. This is the environment you're in. This is the position of this. And it feels like one of your friends is simply, you've outgrown them. I don't know why you're even hanging with them. And I don't know if this friend happens to be female just because it's 3 of Cups, or just familiar friendship. But it's not going to be something different. It's not going to evolve. It's not going to grow. It's just what it's meant to be for the time being. Maybe later down the track it grows again in a different way. For now, Queen of Cups needs to remember who the fuck she is. There's been losses in her life, but she doesn't stay wallowing in them. She finds her dream again.
Male
she
or
finds what's
female?
important. I don't know. Gender is fluid. The energy is fluid. The 3 of Cups shows the 3 females, but that doesn't mean that it necessarily has to be that. We just get, it gives you this energy, the one that makes you overthink, or second guess yourself. Breathe. You're capable of making your own choices, having your own sense of discernment. We've got Judgment here. Hopes and fears. Your higher self. Relying on your higher self rather than what someone else might say, or their definition, their determination, their narrative is not actually the truth. And you rely on them a little bit too much.
Okay.
Okay, now what else we got for the Knight of Wands going forward? You're preparing yourself in this night energy. This isn't a huge amount of romance coming in right now. This is something that you need to clear the debris from. You need to free up some of your time away from this energy of this person that is, like, it's probably not terrible, but it's not healthy. You need to have more time where you are more independent, standing on your own before you go get the horse, before you can move beyond this. It means saying no a little more often. The Magician, the 9 of Wands, and Strength. Yeah. We've got you in all 3 frames here. The Magician, knowing what she needs to do to balance the elements in her life in order to manifest something different. The 9 of Wands, being resilient in order to move forward. Being able to stand strong to focus on the one wand that you need to have. That's what you'll carry forward as the Knight. Then the 8 with the Strength card here. This is just a balancing act. This is just you learning to balance. So don't get overly judgy of yourself or judgy in your head, and other people, just allow them to be where they're at. It doesn't mean you have to hang out with them. It doesn't mean they get to hang out with you. This is what you're doing. It's like you're getting suited up. If you want to go from squire to knight, or from page to knight, you need to suit up. And some people aren't going to be ready to make that journey or make that travel with you. Anything else? Oh yeah. Temperance, again, the lesson of balance. Again, we've got the King of Swords is 3 months where you're working on this clarity, and Ace of Wands. You need to be ready to blow some shit up in the best way possible. Like, boom, boom. Blow some shit up. This is like ready to let things take off, explode, have a fire lit under them, have excitement again. So anybody that is in the energy that helps inspire, be around that energy, the inspiring growth. Be creating this energy from internal and let it swirl, 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 bubble, bubble, bubble. Rise up and go.
What about the King of Cups from earlier?
King of Cups isn't going to show up for a little while. It's just not. The King here is saying 3 months. You have the Knight and the King of Cups earlier. It's not. The cards aren't going to say, yes, his name is Jason. Jason X. Jason Y. Jason Z. His name is Jason. He's going to have brown hair and brown eyes. Anybody that tells you that shit, unless they've got a psychic flash, I would not necessarily think that's it. Because what if you get Jason B and it's supposed to be Jason R or Jason T? You don't know. If a name comes through and a flash comes through, I will tell you because that's what's coming through. Doesn't mean I've got it dead on right. I don't think anybody gets that dead on right. But the King of Cups from earlier, let's take a look. Because right now it's just about you figuring out how to extricate yourself from some of this other scenario. Okay, all right, we're going into this one. This one's sometimes going to be a little bit of a teeth kicker. Like really, truly, this is more about you doing the work that you need to do to level up to be ready to be that. You're still in Page and Knight style, and you're wanting to meet up with the King of Cups. This is going to sound bossy and bitchy. I don't care. You asked. You asked. You ain't ready for King stuff until you can honor the Queen stuff. And right now you're honoring Page and Knight. Like, will they, will they, will they? Not understanding yourself as a queen. When you understand yourself as a queen, you understand value and worth, and you let the universe bring forward what it brings forward in its own time. You're not, I need this now, I need this now, I need this now, I want this now, I want this now, I want this now. It's just like, fuck it. Whatever comes is whatever comes. Come what may.
She said, I'm here for the teeth kickers.
Yeah, the teeth kickers are coming. All right, about this King of Cups that we saw earlier. What about this fucker? Justice has to happen first. King of Swords. He's going to be more logical. We saw the King of Swords before. We see this. If you want to go straight off the cards here, King of Swords is not typically depicted, but I would take that as a somewhat of a... The expression on the face is what I would take that to be. Very interesting. He may have dark hair. He may be named Jason. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he may have dark hair, but the expression on the face is what flashes forward. King of Swords is the ones that are kind of the nerds, the geek squad, the ones that are logic, the engineers, the very, very practical, probably very good at math, likes to play chess, that kind of vibe. This isn't more like the Knight of Cups. This is more like the King of Swords. Somebody that presents as practical, a little bit at a distance. That's what's coming in. We got the 3 months off of that before. King of Pentacles is coming in too. You need to be ready in the Queen energy. This is somebody that comes in a little bit protector. He may be a little bit older than you is what I'm getting. Anything else about this person? A little bit of the Heathcliff Moody Broody is coming in on the Seven of Cups. Now, don't be so pie in the sky about how this person is. You have many, many choices. It doesn't have to be specific. You need to know that you can have choices. Take your time. You need to understand this. You're not waiting for... There's not just a one and only, all right? Take your time with this. Take your time, experience this. Enjoy this journey. This is part of the lesson for you. You need to enjoy the journey and the choosing. You be the one doing the choosing. Anything else? Your limited thinking about the way you do love gets in your way. It needs to change. There will be clarity coming to you. You've got Ace of Swords here. Big change coming here. Change in the type that you look at, the type you go after, and the sort of truth right here. Yes. Yes. This is somebody that is protective and protector, but it doesn't mean you can't stand on your own. There is a dynamic that you will feel safe in this person's presence immediately. And this is somebody that has this very, very... thoughtful type of face. Concerned, compassionate, thoughtful, gives a shit type of face. The Moody Broody is not going to be what you're looking for. The Moody Broody would be a counterfeit of this. You got the Knight and you got the King. You might be drawn towards the bad boy Moody Broody, and you need somebody that actually has a more contemplative type of countenance. Anything else? Yeah. Don't be going to war for the wrong one. Don't be going into the fire, and don't be walking through the fire. Don't be walking through your heart's desire and passion, and wanting to be hooked up, synced up with someone, and land yourself with this bastard when you really need this one. That's complete. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Don't go for the brooding Heathcliff. That guy has never grown the fuck up. You need to go for somebody that's a little wiser. little more ancient than that. And there is something karmic about the older. So that's what I'm getting. Look for when the birds fly, migration patterns of the birds. Why? Why? Lucy says, look to the skies, look for when the birds fly, look for how you see trumpeter, swan, Canadian geese, they mate for life. This is what you're looking for, but that doesn't mean that they never lose a mate or something happen. If the hunters are out and a goose goes down, a swan goes down, and their mate is gone, it doesn't mean they won't mate again. Sometimes in life we think that we must mate for life or be forlorn forever. That is not the case. There are soul mates, plural. There are soul mates, plural. We are learning lessons as rapidly as we can, so take the pressure off and start enjoying the path. Look to the skies, watch the flight of the birds, pay attention to what you're seeing when you're in those moments, lost in those moments. You are connecting deeper than you realize, and this is important for you to do. It helps you grow up, grow into, appreciate, and acknowledge that there are many ways that love comes in, many different forms, and at its right time. You will not miss out on who is meant for you. That's complete.
All right, she said, yeah, the life lesson test.
The life lesson test. If we start thinking about the life lesson test and we think of it like a test, it's always going to be a pain in our ass. If we start thinking about the life lesson test more as like a ticket to ride the life lesson roller coaster, and it's a ride and we wanted the ups and downs, we were as excited like a kid going to Disneyland, then it's a little bit more fun to think about that way. Like, explore, have fun. It's a journey, it's a ride. We're here. We were so excited to get here. It's not that we have to test. We wanted to come down. We wanted to be down in this crazy stuff to enjoy it, to learn, to expand.
Said, wow, thank you so much, Lucy. Laya put an opportunity for growth.
Yeah, huge opportunity for growth. And many opportunities for growth. You're not going to miss out on what's meant to be yours. Can't be taken by anybody else. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, our list is clear,
All right,
but Angie does do private reads. Video recorded reads, $66. You get 3 questions, 24 to 48 hour turnaround on that. You get questions like right there, deep dive essentially, and she gets nosy on those just well. And also Zoom reads. You just did a Zoom read, what, Tuesday?
Something like that. The
Yeah.
days blur together sometimes.
The Zoom reads are $99. You get up to an hour with Ange. Take it any direction you'd like, one subject, a bunch of subjects, however you'd like to utilize that hour. And she will take you with her.
Yep.
All right. Okay. You want to let's do one more commercial, see what happens, and then
All right, we'll do the commercial.
and then we will move on
Okay.
from there, Ange.
The blind reads that you just saw, the blind oracle reads. These are some of the oracle decks. Ta-da! And I have a whole other thing over here, which I like to do, but I don't always know the names of these. They come through the blind read. You get the read you need. You do not get to ask a question, but it's amazing what comes through, and sometimes who comes through, or who steps up, whether it's Lucy or Goggz or Mo or Nell, whatever. If they want to come in, they come in. So the blind read is $20, and that's the blind oracle read. The year ahead is $30. I'm probably going to take that off the menu. I really need to print a new menu. Although people seem to love it. I thought it would only be good in January, and it's already damn May. So, okay, that's the year ahead. If you want a one-question mini, that's $30. A one-question full is $40. The crystal ball up there, I love to look into there and throw cards with that. That is interesting as fuck. And if past life comes through in any of these reads or whatever, I just let it through. My job, get out of the way. Let what needs to come through, come through. So that's kind of fun. I like to do bones reads also. Here's the bones, and Jillian Wild is her name. And she did the Naked Heart Tarot, and I love this map for that. Like, I should be making a commission because I mention her name every time I bring out this map, but I love it that much. I mean, it's fucking fabulous. And I throw bones and cards on it and do the reading like that. The bones are my bones that I make that are chicken bones. Stephanie, Intuitive Seer Stephanie and I are working on a deck in case you don't want to strip down the chicken bones and throw bones and read them. I didn't know I could do that. I would have never thought I would be doing that. But yes, it is something I can do. And I think my grandmother taught it to me. And I think she taught it to me in a totally different lifetime. So this is very, very interesting. In fact, I know that to be truth. I know that to be truth. It's not just I suspect. It is very much known from when I've seen flashes of her and I in different lifetimes that were not this one that I'm currently in. Okay, so that's that. And if we do past lives read, the bones or the crystal ball read, then those are $50. So Here's the commercial. Here's how you can pay me. Blah, 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 blah. So that's what we got.
All right. Yes, we Becky is going to get a blind read.
Okay.
So
So
those
we'll
are
do
the
that.
apps. There is a Beacons in Angie's bio that'll take you right to those links. And if you happen to use PayPal, I think it's under my name still.
Yeah,
Kinda
Phil is
weird.
my husband, so he's the one that's reading to you guys and reading there. And when he's home and I can take advantage of him, you bet I'm going to have him doing tarot.
And here's
with me.
the other side of our
Yeah.
her desks, I should say, with all
Tarot.
the other 600 and some decks.
No, it's
total.
probably only 600. I have not counted. I will count it.
600
sometime.
and something.
But it depends how you count. If you count one deck that I have 4 of, shouldn't that only count as one? And that means I need more.
All right.
Blind read
Krista,
deck.
like to know, Angie, out of curiosity, do you do mediumship?
I'm so funny about the labels because I was really raised very conservatively. So I think I am psychic. I think I do channel. Yes, I do. Like writing, and I've gotten messages in writing back and forth, like from my mom, from my grandmother, from my guides, all of this. I think I can do mediumship. I haven't called it that because that's like, I'm not fucking John Edwards. I'm just, some chick that reads tarot, loves tarot, and has more spiritual gifts opening up. Does that mean that I can tell you that, what's going on with your aunt that passed away from blah, 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 trauma or something? I don't know yet. I'm not close to the fact that I can. I think I am usually the one that's a few steps behind. Like, when I was 50, my daughter told me, Mom, you're an introvert. And I'm like, oh! Like, you'd think I would know that by 50. But no. And she's like, Mama, you're an introvert. I'm like, okay, I guess I am. Yeah, you like to stay home, read books, do things that are quiet. You don't like a ton of people. Yeah, okay. So it's kind of like that with my spiritual gifts too. So I think I can do that. Do I do that? I'm not like going around like Teresa and like, yeah, I see this person around you telling you blah, blah, blah. But sometimes I do get the urge. Sometimes I will know what's going on with others when I'm out in public and around, and like you got to be able to turn that on and off. And so I try and keep it off, like if I'm walking around Walmart or the grocery store or whatever. But I'm sure I'm sure when it wants to open up, that it's just going to open up. And I would probably be the last person to know after telling somebody that, Aunt Martha wants to let them know that something's in the recipe box behind the casserole dish in the back of their kitchen cupboard, and why haven't they cleaned that out? And Aunt Martha wants to come through or whatever.
Said that's very interesting. Steph put, you, ma'am, are most certainly psychic.
Steph knows that I get all reluctant and shy about the labels and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I think, yeah, I do. On my business card, I did put the word psychic, and it's like, I am sure that I am. I just get really shy about things sometimes.
Michelle said, I think you should give it a try. I think it would be good. You'd be good at it.
Oh, well, thank you, Michelle. I might have to. Usually, I think that I rely on my guides more because that's where my comfort level is. But I have done where people wanted to know, when we've done private reads or whatever, if something was their grandmother's, if this was genuinely their grandmother's, or if their grandmother would come through, or what would be their advice because they were particularly close with that person. And so that comes through. So, yeah, you can tell very, very specifically whether I'm working with tarot or not working with tarot. So, yeah, but I get shy about it. So
Kim put, I'm always up if you want to practice. And Kim put, hey, I've always thought I was an extrovert until a year or so ago. Nope, introvert.
Yeah, I'm a very social introvert. Like, in small groups, I love to chat and I'll feel comfortable. In big groups, I'll kind of tend to lean back. And I don't like throwing the party, but I don't mind on occasion going to parties. But sometimes I get very, very quiet. People think I'm ill. If they know me well, they're like, you okay today? But that's because they're the close circle, So, yeah.
Already, Ange.
So, okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shucks.
All right, we have Becky up next for a blind.
Okay, Becky for a blind.
List is clear. We'll close the list at the top of the hour. Last call. Michelle, I'm here for you to practice as well anytime.
Oh, okay. Okay. Becky, what's coming through for you? I'm getting flip it upside down and divine drunkenness. This says question your beliefs and divine drunkenness. Surrender to your spiritual reverie. Well, okay. The boulder that you carry does not need to be carried. It feels like there's something that is in flux. It's giving me the analogy of extreme weight loss, weight gain, extreme weight loss, weight gain. It's a boulder that you carry that you don't have to carry. And I don't think that this is how you do it physically, but I think it is what you might carry spiritually, or the obligatory debt that you might carry a little too much of other people's baggage. So flip it upside down. If it were weight that was suddenly you're 40 pounds heavier or 40 pounds lighter, or 40 pounds heavier, 40 pounds lighter, if it was that physically evident, you would know it, you would see it. When you go into these spaces, when you're trying to help somebody and trying to assist them, but they're reluctant and almost refusing to learn to grow, they give you the same problem over and over and over. You spend hours giving them advice, They don't want to grow. You need to let them have their boulder and let them have their bag of rocks for themselves. Don't you carry it on and take that weight for yourself. No, just let them have it. They can either fucking fix it or not. It's not your job to do. It's not your place to do. And as big as your heart is, you take on too much of other people's baggage. Even if you only take one of their rocks in their big bag of rocks, and then somebody else you do, and somebody else you do, pretty soon you're carrying that extra 40 pounds of spiritual baggage that you don't need to carry. You need your divine self to be able to be light, to be drunk on its own happiness, drunk on its own joy, drunk on its own delight. You need to flip it down. If they want to receive help, they will come and ask you for it. If they do not, if they are only showing up when they need help and they are not offering something else, take a step back, distance it. You need to empty out and let people have their rocks back. Let people have their spiritual baggage back. It's not your place to resolve their spiritual lesson, even if you would like them to not go through pain or not keep running to the same brick wall. Sometimes people got to run into the same brick wall. You got to let them have the experience till they realize, yeah, that's no fun anymore. This is what's coming through. The divine drunkenness is when you are light, when you are Shakira, the hips don't lie, dancing up because you've got a little bit of that filter gone because you're at the club or whatever, dancing, right? The music hits, your hips are moving. If you've got lightness in your soul, you can dance to the divine. You can dance and enjoy the music, and you can be more delighted in doing so. This is where you need to be. Not in a bad way, in a great way. And it says, surrender to your spiritual reverie. You've been bogged down by others, boulders and rocks, and you haven't been able to enjoy the reverie of that. It's the time for you to do this. There's creative juiciness, and the color orange would serve you well. Not so much the red in this card, but more of the orange, tangerine, red, orange, and peaches. Important. I don't know why. No idea. That's what's coming through. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we have You Are Limitless with Unicorn Energy. It's saying you can do anything you choose. We have the card that says, will you show these, honey? This one says, the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love. And then have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. It's asking you to trust that other people can handle their shit and you don't have to solve it for them. And trust that you are still allowed to have joy even when others seem so devoted to misery. It doesn't mean that you need to be devoted to misery. If they are anchored to their misery, doesn't mean that they need to anchor you to it either. Trust that you need to move forward in your own way. Have your own magical countenance. Allow for some freedom to move through. Now, the Angels of Atlantis deck. There's not very much on the way of illustration, but the guidebook on this is quite a good one. And it's good if you like the angels. And not everybody buys into angels. Some people do, some people don't. It's the one that, I knew it. It's the one that people don't have. But this is Sandalphon. It's bringing the energy of love coming forward. Again, it's talking about peaches. When everything is peachy keen, when everything is peaches, it's important. There's this energy of love, of lightness that needs to return to you. Your spirit has been a little too heavy. Do we have one more? Yes, we do. One more from here. Sandalphon wants, like, literally, I don't know if you've ever had really good fresh peaches, but incredibly good. That's what I'm getting. Michael is here protecting you. The I am presence is here. Also, I'm being called to remind you of what you speak about, even in your thoughts. When you I am it, you're bringing the God energy forward and you're creating. So start creating very conscientiously, very choosing the joy, the divine drunkenness. It's like, yes, 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 okay. Kids book called Holes. The guy goes up onto some kind of mountain, and I don't know that it was peaches or if it was onions or something, but it had gotten gooey and sweet, and they survived on this. And I'm getting jars of canned preserved peaches and the sweetness of the syrup that's in there. There's something about preserving the joy of the I amness, and that presence is important for you. It protects you to have joy around you more. It's not just presencing it, it's a preservation. And it's a very strong act of self-love, and this is what needs to be happening. Now let's see what the threads of fate are saying. I want one more on these. Yeah. Like if you have a bottle of peach schnapps, it wouldn't hurt, or peach pie, or anything like that. Versatility, the sage, and the creator. You aren't given the wisdom that you're given to only create for others. It's natural for you to serve others first. It's natural for you to serve others to your own detriment. And you are being asked to cease and desist. Cease and desist with the serving others to your own detriment. It doesn't mean stop serving them. It means make sure you are squared away first. Versatility. Look at what it is that you need to have happen and the joy you need to create. Sometimes helping somebody, like running them on an errand to the hospital or whatever, is what you can do. Other days you need to let somebody step up for that so you can be in joy and serve somebody else that you didn't even know you'd be crossing paths with. Raising your own vibration, raising your own level of delight and of joy is important, and it's important work, and it does not need to be minimized any further. For you to take care of your own shit, to have your own quiet days, is equally valuable as for you to run somebody else to the hospital to do blah, 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 blah. You are no less important or significant than they, and you need to take care of your own spiritual needs first, to the point where you're reveling in it again. That is wisdom for you. The sage is the sage because they know to take time away. Think about that hermit card that comes up. He takes the lantern, goes on his own climb. I'm sure there's some down below that are like, the selfish old coot, there he goes again, walking away, just thinking of himself. The hermit is very wise to do, though. And then when he is ascended, then he holds the lantern and can show the way for others. You can't do that without taking some time for self first. The creator, the creative wand of inspiration and what you do for yourself, huge energy coming through. This is something that has to be held for you. Again, I'm getting torch energy, holding the torch, holding the light. Scrutinize what this pattern is and flip it upside down. So you are taking care of yourself more and more often and foremost. Not for most others. First and foremost, take care of yourself. You've been taught that it's selfish when it's not. And you have been neglectful of your own spiritual care. You can't meditate and have everybody else have a party and do everything for everyone all the time and run yourself till you're depleted. The universe card comes through. What is it you want to create? Where is the sense of wholeness? Where is your centeredness? Being in the planet, in the universe, part of it is something that is inherent to us all, and it is within you to create more. This is, to me, it looks like just a great big donut that's kind of an earth donut, but it also is talking about getting to the core, getting to the center of it. Another earth donut that's protected time, important here. The sweetness of the earth, the sweetness of you in this earth experience needs to be honored. The divine drunkenness, the divine faith, whether you're taking time to meditate or knit or garden, the things that bring you joy where you lose track of time, you need to do those more. This is where you need to apply the love for self more. Anything else? No. The unicorn is also often given the bum rap. The unicorn is the one that took time to do what it needs to do what it needs to do, but it's still, the unicorn energy can be accessed by you. There is magic that comes to that, and whether people believe in it or not, There's magic in the idea of the unicorn, in the myth of the unicorn. There's something very, very magical about that. And this is something that you will see as a sign. Maybe you see it on a poster. Maybe you see it in a little tchotchke at a junk shop. I have no idea. But this is what you will see. For you, it's not going to be like, for me, I see butterflies, or sometimes I see different things. Different things at different times. For you, you will see unicorn. I don't know what you will see. And look for the unicorn, like the colors that are the magic of the unicorn. Like the pink, the gold, the iridescent type of color. That's what you're going to be seeing. That's what I thought. That's complete.
Woo.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Powerful, powerful energy. And powerful. You've got chops. You know, when somebody's vocally a good singer and they've got good chops, like Celine Dion or whatever. You've got good spiritual chops. So don't doubt it. You've got good spiritual instincts. It just needs to be applied towards self now. Gorgeous.
Wow, Ange.
Yeah. Holy smokes. Holy smokes is what I would say on that. Holy smokes. Okay.
So thank you. Yes, I do take care of everyone else. I will start focus on myself.
Yeah, and it's not selfish. You'll be better suited for the rest of the things that get thrown at you when you do that. So, yeah, that's what I got. Okay. Scooch this. Scooch this. See if I can fit these in here somehow. Let's put this in somehow. Somehow. This tray is going to have to get set down. Set to the side. Have room? No, I'll set it down. 1 second. Put this. And then I'll get another tray. These things get full. Feels like if you could only move that tray. Earlier, he's like, if you move that out of the way, because I had it set like this, he's like, that would be such a better shot. Okay, all right. So, and then the cards still come up here. So, all right. Let me get some water and then I'll be ready.
Eva said, great reading as usual.
Oh, thank you. All right.
All right, next up we have Brian. So this is the last call. If you want to get on for today's list, when do you think your next show is going to be, Ange?
Possibly Sunday afternoon and definitely Monday. So possibly Sunday, definitely Monday at 11. So that's what I know so far.
All right, and Laya, do you have tarot of the Marseille?
The Marseille?
Marseille, I guess.
I don't have many Marseille tarot. They tend to be very pippy. I have some decks that are pippy style decks, they're pip-ish, and I don't love them. So I don't have tarot of the Marseille. There's somebody named Vince Petici. He's been reading tarot longer than I've been alive. Great. You can follow him on YouTube. He has done a Marseille style deck, but I like all the different imagery and the vivid colors and all of this. So I don't have an affinity for the Marseille, so I don't really have any of those. I have a Tarot Busca that's a more modern Tarot Busca, kind of Marseille base, but kind of not. It's on a shelf somewhere. It's still in the box. It's like I wasn't in love with that, and that went like it's great to have in your collection, but it's not fun to play and to read off of it. It's maybe more fun to study, but I'm not in love with that. I like the Rider-Waite Smith imagery a lot, and I even like it more than the Thoth type of imagery. I have a few Thoth ones, and I have, like, these are all kind of, I'll show her, just 1 second. I have two of these. These are some of the more Marseille. The Osset Gypsy is kind of an interesting blend, because it's got the very pip type of imagery, but it also has a little bit old world, modern old world reference. And then it's got very, very modern art. So it's interesting, but I liked the art that I would see on these kinds of things, but these kinds of things just don't thrill me. And some people do like Marseille. Usually you see them and they only have the red, yellow, and blue type of colors. They're very defined, limited in what they have for their color palettes usually. They're very, very pippish. So they're my favorite. I can show you a couple others that are very pips, and you can read them, but they just aren't my fave.
Said, haha, okay.
So this one is one that's kind of that way, but they put a lot of color infused in it. So they have kind of weird, it's by the guy that did Deviant Moon. So you can see kind of definitely his imagery there, but then you can see also the very pippish nature. So they're a little bit, like this is closer to the old school Marseille Magician than I've seen a lot of people do, but it still is very, very much the Deviant Moon guy that created it. Patrick Valenza, I think is his name. But then you get these pip cards that it's like, some people love Marseille. And when you're reading cards, the cards are the tools, and you can read the cards regardless. If you get out of the way and let the message come through, it's not going to matter if you're reading bones, reading charms, reading cards, reading whatever. If you're letting the message come through, you're letting the message come through. You're paying attention, getting out of the way. And that's some of the best things that you can do. But when I get them and inadvertently get a pip deck, and it's like, okay. It's not always my favorite. So yeah, I can show a few more if they want, or I can do a reading.
You got 2 reads, man. I don't have time for this.
Well, how do I know unless you tell me, Buster?
I did tell you. I'm giving you like hand
He's
signals.
giving me like this, and I'm like, there you go, babe. New York birds flew through. How'd they get in here?
But she did put, I'm French and I work a lot with it. That's why I'm asking about, but I understand.
Yeah, the people that love the Marseille, they love the Marseille. So if you love the Marseille, no shame, no shade, nothing. If you love the Marseille, make a beautiful one, and I'll probably buy it. Because I can appreciate that that's how they are. And I think my friend, when I was very young, like 4 or 5, I think her mom might have had a deck that was Marseille in nature. Because I saw it, and I remember seeing the very specific colorations on the cards, and it wasn't a regular playing deck. But I must have been only 4 or 5. And I think it may have been a Marseille deck because those images are familiar, and that's what I know them to be now. But I wouldn't have known them when I was 4 or 5. So yeah.
Steph, but you're giving hand signals, and she gives hand signals right back.
I sure do. Okay, so what's next, honey?
Okay, next up we have Brian.
Okay.
Full read.
Okay.
Love general read. Is there a future with David?
Brian and David.
Kath, you're on deck.
There is... There it is. Brian, for you and David, I've got the Love is Love. It's the Pride Tarot, and I'm going to read off of it, because why not? Wow, they're really flipping right now. Okay, there's a lot of mystery. There's something that hasn't been revealed. The Moon card is coming up. This is something that hasn't been yet revealed to you. There's something that's hidden that you guys are not acknowledging. There needs to be more acknowledgement of this. The Pride deck has multiple artists, so they'll be mentioned at the bottom of these. But it has multiple artists, so if you're into that for the art, it's great. But it doesn't feel like there's this continuity, and that is what's coming up with this. The deck itself doesn't have continuity throughout because it's got many voices, many artists, and it feels like continuity isn't in the relationship with you and David. There isn't something that's consistent. There isn't something that feels reliable that you can count on, and it's why the Moon card is here. It feels a little bit batshit. It feels a little unexpected and hidden. There's something that needs to be addressed. The High Priestess knows this mystery, goes within. When you know the truth, you know the truth. When you know a thing or you feel the thing, you get the nudge, your gut's telling you, your higher intuition is telling you, listen to this. Your High Priestess is there to teach you. 6 of Cups. Now this is a little bit of nostalgic thinking coming in. Coming forward is the 2 of Cups, but you're sitting in the King of Pentacles. What is this that we're getting? I want a clarification here, and I want a clarification on the outcome. We got the Queen of Swords here. We got the 2 of Cups. This is sometimes perfect partnering in romance, sometimes perfect partnering in business. Leading into it, we have the fruits of labor, 7 of Pentacles here, 7 of Wands, holding your boundaries here. Hold your boundaries about who you are, who you're becoming, and the kind of energy you want in the relationship. This is what you want to have. It doesn't mean you get to dictate who the other is or how they're going to behave, but you can hold your ground for what it is that you want to have and experience. 7 of Wands, 7 of Coins. The fruits of labor will bring it in enough. There's a karmic lesson for you and he. Karma's in here too. The High Priestess and the Karma card. This is in the position of you now. The 4 of Cups. Somebody's holding back, holding a little by way of the miser, so to speak. The 4 of Cups is sometimes a rejection, but the 4 of Coins is the miser, and I'm getting a little bit of both. Somebody not wanting to be fully engaged in the relationship just yet. This is what causes you fear and causes you distance. There is going to be a need of risk, of vulnerability, to lay it on the line, to reveal what your hidden heart wants to say and what you would like to see happen. And it is an incredibly raw and vulnerable space where you say, you know, if you say to somebody, I'm really into you, and they say, I'm not feeling that way about you. You know, it's incredibly vulnerable to risk declaring what you feel as strongly as you feel. But it almost is like it needs to be declared for that to allow the air to clear and allow something new to shift. King of Pentacles here. There needs to be more to it than just a security or what is built over time. This is the one that's usually, show me your plan and I'll back your play. This is usually loyalty and devotion here.
I'm the ADD one. He's the reserved, timid one. Still a very new relationship.
Yeah. There's something in here that is really very, very karmic for you to see with this Two of Cups and the Justice. And you guys are meant, the difference can be very, very complementary differences. Our partners aren't to be a carbon copy of us, an exact copy of us. We're meant to think differently than our partner in a complementary way, to enjoy the contrast. The Queen of Swords rides victorious here. There's greater wisdom. There is something about this that is divine, this divine lesson that comes in here. Now, here we're seeing the Three of Coins and the Six of Wands. There's huge victory coming in on this. Allow it to unfold, whether it is a good, solid friendship that becomes more of a relationship, whether it's new relationship and you don't know how long it will last and it's one of those lesson relationships and might not be the love of your life. Allow it to just unfold. Don't limit yourself. Don't worry how long it's going to last or how much. You have to risk it. You have to risk it, and you have to be real and revealing and raw and let them answer with whatever they want to bring forward. When you are that genuine, that vulnerable, yes, you can get hurt, but also, yes, you can elicit more realness from others around you. They will want to meet it in equal measure. Now here we have the Judgment, the Queen of Swords, and as the outcome we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress. I think you guys are meant to be together, to learn together, to grow together. This may not be the relationship that's your entire life, but you can't skip this one. You can't just skip over this one. It's like you can't just skip third grade and go to be a senior in high school and learn all the things there, right? You have to go through certain things. This is a necessary relationship that helps you get some of the fundamentals down. And I don't know how long it will last or when it will shift or change. It doesn't feel like a flash in the pan or slam bam, thank you ma'am either. It feels significant as in the teaching and exploration. Now, Phil and I, we're great. He feels like the love of my life, but it took me till I was damn near in my 40s to find him. The father of my children is a different love that became the ex, that became the lesson, that kind of thing. We think it all needs to be wrapped up in one person. No, this person is meant for lessons right now. And if he grows with you, it may become more like love of your life. But right now, you're just getting the basics, learning the basics of how you do relationship. It's very, very beautiful. We're seeing Knight of Pentacles here. The preparation, the readiness. One of you is a little bit more blunt. She gets a bum rap as the bitch. The Queen of Swords is not a bitch. She's just right a lot of the time. And she knows it. And she might not be as warm and squishy gushy as some of us others are. But she's very, very excellent. And if you have her with the Queen of Cups or something like that, it's great. We get the Empress and the Knight of Pentacles here. The preparation and the receptivity here. This is the Queen's emissary and this is the Queen of all queens, right? There is a real readiness on this. Is there anything else? Lucy wants to step in. It is up to you to invest in this relationship, to invest in your soul's growth, to allow yourself to explore, invest. You must risk if you truly want to invest. You must risk if you truly want to feel. Nobody has ever loved and not lost. It's part of the deal. It's part of the deal, Lucy? Really? The deal. The deal. Very modern. It's part of the deal. It's part of the lessons. It's curriculum.
I'm more direct and the flirt.
Yeah. It's part of the curriculum for you to learn in this relationship. It does feel like a perfect pairing, perfect matching, perfect situation for you right now, and that it's karmically meant to be here. Don't refuse or reject because somebody isn't what you expect them to be. They are not here to be who you expect them to be. You're to be who you expect to be. They are to be them, and they are to be who they expect themselves to be. This is part of the karmic lesson. There's a sweetness in this pairing. Why am I getting this? There's a sweetness, and it's a slow growth. It feels like a balance and a move forward, and a balance and a move forward, and a balance and a move forward. It's a sweetness in the pairing that does move forward. The energy kind of moves back and forth, but then moves forward, and then moves back and forth, and then forward. Yeah, there's a sweetness in this pairing. I would go for it in this relationship. I would trust your gut, but I would not try and change another by one whit, not one whit or hair. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything about. Let it unfold, honey. Let it unfold. This is a beautiful relationship for you. Absolutely beautiful. And the fact that they are different from you in the ways that they are different doesn't mean you have to be exactly like that or they have to be exactly like you. Enjoy the fuck out of it. Enjoy the fuck out of the difference between you. And yeah, sometimes it might cause you guys to disagree or see it from a different point of view. That's part of the fun. If everybody saw everything exactly like you, it would be boring indeed, and you wouldn't grow, you wouldn't expand, you wouldn't learn, you wouldn't enjoy, you wouldn't savor. This is something to savor. It's not your task to wolf down the pie, eat all the pie, and be like, okay, what was that? It's your job to have one bite and really savor all of the sweetness, all of the spices, all of the flavors. Yeah, savor this. Enjoy the fuck out of it is what I'm getting.
I like that. A nice change to the past.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. But that's what I've got. And this is great energy, even though they're very, very different characters on here. So the difference in the continuity and the way it is, just flow with it. If you can allow yourself to just flow with it, it will be the most rewarding thing. You will love it when you can just flow rather than try and control the direction it goes. You cannot control the river. The river goes where the river goes. So enjoy, float on down. That's what I got.
All right, Ange. Woo.
Yeah.
But have patience, LOL.
Absolutely. Though that patience lesson is a toughie, isn't it? Yeah, I'm still learning it sometimes. Sometimes even with me and Phil. I'm sure I test his patience sometimes too. I'm sure. Yep. So that's what I've got.
Heard and understood. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. You are so welcome.
All right. Next up, last read.
Okay.
Is Kath.
Okay, Kath.
And it's a mini read rest of the year.
Mini read rest of the year. Okay. Give me a second. We're going to the tarot in my own hands. And we're going to go May to December. Just a half moon. Half moon. Call it waxing, call it waning, call it whatever the hell you want. Half moon. And that's where we start. Okay, you've got almost like a 3/4 moon. It's not even just like, it's not the thin slice of the fingernail. It feels like, yeah, this is the shape. So we have just a little bit missing, but we've got April, May, what you've just finished, then the world, something new is opening up, but you really need to frame, look closely, magnifying glass coming to mind, magnifying glass. Now this is the framing of it. You see that the dancer isn't in the laurel wreath there like she traditionally is. It's something you need to look a little bit more closely at your accomplishment, your graduation. Yes, there is some sorrow, and yes, you're leaving some old ways behind. This is, we've got May, April, May, June, April, May into June. There's going to be, it feels like end of May, there's time where you see what the devil for what it is. Look how that devil is done. April, May into June. It's like a graduation, acknowledging a pain, acknowledging a moving on, but also seeing the shadow puppet for the shadow puppet rather than the monster, seeing what it is. Seeing what it is, seeing the trick of it. You know when you know how a magician's trick is done? This is what you're seeing here in June. July, August. So this is September, October, November, December. July, August, We've got adventures yet to go on, and this is something, the Three of Wands, you're going to have to be waiting for a little bit. Fall is going to be really busy for you. Summer's going to be busy enough, but fall is going to be where it really comes in. Now this is July, where the busyness starts to pick up, and you're going to be waiting, and you will be waiting. And this is giving me 3 months. This is the card I call the Santa Fe burger. You usually see this person standing, looking out to sea, waiting for the ships to come in, because they have taken action. They have done something. They're waiting for the ships to bring whatever goods that need to come back to shore. They're waiting for this. And this feels like a very strong time signature. If I feel a time signature in a card, I'll tell you that. They don't always equate to, there's different systems people use for time. So in tarot, I'll go with my gut before I go with any one distinct system. But this is what it feels like. It does feel like a 3-month thing. And it does feel like it's very busy in the fall. 9 of Cups, August. This is something where things heat up, and what you're crafting, what your skill is, what you're learning to put by on the shelf, it's got lots of energy of the 8 of Coins in this one. It's the potter, the wheel that knows how to make the tumbler or the coffee mug so beautifully, so distinctly theirs, so richly done, and their wish and the contentment is coming in on there.
I'm working on an angelic Reiki workshop to start June, July onwards.
Excellent. Now here we have August, September is the 8 of Wands. New creative expression coming in September. This is, keep working on what you're working. It's going to lead you to something else that maybe you'll layer in or add to. But yeah, you're going to learn a lot through doing this. I would continue working on that and allow for more creative flow to come in. Really gorgeous. This is the 8 of Wands. Things speeding up all through here. Now here we have the Hanged One. This is September, October. It's going to feel like, okay, that's finished. What next? And it's going to be a changing of perspective, a changing of your mind, changing what's going on. A little bit of a willing sacrifice to allow a pause. You can't just be full throttle all the time. You can't just be driving, 90 miles an hour, bat out of hell all the time. You can put on the gas really heavy and push from now through summer and even into fall, but you got to take time to pause. And it feels like October is that time where you take a pause, reevaluate, look at things differently, and then you like to go and push it hard. Then we have October, November, December coming up. November comes up with the Chariot and the Magician. This is learning how to drive at a more reasonable speed so you're not getting tickets or running over shit or having problems. This is driving at pace with momentum but more focus. Something else that comes in that adds to. You're not driving in 5th gear all the time. You don't have to screech to the stoplight, Yeah, this is what I'm getting. The slowing it down and learning to drive it at a different pace is going to be more effective for you.
Makes sense. It's been a lot of work, but I'm here for it.
Yeah. Just allow yourself reprieves when you need them. So this is the November and then the December 4 of Wands. Synchronicity coming in big time. Now this one, you started with the World here. This is crossing through the graduations. This comes in usually the month of April. Weddings, graduations, births, synchronicities. Sometimes retirement, vacation type of plans. This is what's coming in December. It's going to be a full year. You don't have to go full throttle. For this next little while, yeah, you're going to have to and feel like you want to push, and that's appropriate. But then here, don't forget to spend time dancing through. Like really, really taking time with the new art that you will have learned. Now look at this. The new art that you have learned, you need to pay attention to. You will have learned it in September time. This is something else this is a new gift that's added unto, is what it feels like. Anything else? Same deck, second deck. Something needs to come down. Something that's been built will need to come down. There's going to be a little bit of liberation. To me, it feels like this tower, rather than just coming completely down or being struck by lightning, it needs to expand. It's like the tower has been built too narrow and it needs to expand. And this feels like it's extending and expanding. Don't know what that's about, but that's what it feels like. Anything else? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, expanding. And also this is a generational wealth breakthrough, inheritance, gift, and how you leave your legacy. You will have expanded how you want to do that and in what ways you want to do that. This is beautiful, beautiful energy. Don't be worried about this tower. It's going to be a curveball. It doesn't feel like disaster. It doesn't feel like calamity. It feels like unexpected expansion. When somebody thinks they're going to maybe redo their home and they end up building an addition to their home or building a new bedroom or adding like that, that's what it feels like. And yeah, it's a curveball, but it's a good one. That's what I've got. that's complete. I love this. And I think the name on this is Jamie Sawyer in my own hands or something like that. Tarot of my own hands. That's what I got.
All right.
Beautiful.
I feel this is what I'm here for, and we'll learn and grow.
Yeah, the growing is going to be fantastic. So for now, just enjoy what you're doing with your curriculum that you're creating, what you're doing, and be open that more is going to layer in, and it's going to feel very, very natural. There's nothing stressful in this at all. Nothing at all. It feels as easy as coloring, as putting the ink to the page. So it feels like it's just going to be opening up to you, beautifully so. That's what I got.
Woo!
Yeah, gorgeous. I love it. Lots of people want to be you. Not everyone, but a whole hell of a lot would love this. Because this is just opening up. It's like all of a sudden you have, instead of the box of 8 colors of Crayolas, you have all 64 or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Love it.
So thank you so much. It confirms what I believe.
Yeah, you are welcome, honey. So welcome. Good luck with what you're doing. Good luck. All right.
All right, Ange. I guess that's it.
I think that's it for today.
So you will be back maybe Sunday, for sure Monday.
Correct. So, and tomorrow I'm probably going to pop down to the Frog, the Mystic Frog, the Mystic Market from 11 to 7 is what I think Steph said. Tarot Intuitive Seer Stephanie will be down there. And so go see her, go visit her. She's going to be doing all kinds of fun things. So go see her. If you're anywhere close to Orem, Utah, go see her.
Cass said, I'll just keep going. Awesome lady.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, I was going to go to Kim. Kim wants to know, what sort of smells does Nell like?
Okay. There's an instant response, and it's lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender blue. She likes lavender. Lavender. Yeah, she loves lavender. Okay. And lemon. And I'm getting the lemon, squirt some lemon at someone. I don't know what that's about, but yeah. Lavender and lemon.
Right on. Kim put cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. That was a quick, easy, like, it wasn't even take time. She's just like, hey. That was wild.
All right. Kim put much love. Chad put thank you, Angie, Phil,
Thank
Goggz,
you guys.
Lucy,
Thank
Nell,
you,
and
thank
Mo. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
thank you,
sharing your
thank you,
wisdom.
everyone, for letting me do this with you. I love doing this.
Wow.
And we'll post the show on the YouTube channel. So, yeah, that's where
Kath
we'll
just
be.
put, oh my God, I'm making lavender and lemon slices tonight.
Ah!
Wow.
It must be great. Yeah. Yeah. Ask if the fairy realm wants to come in with you tonight. Holy cow. That's wild. But yeah.
Right on. All right, guys, I will see you in a week. Angie will see you for sure Monday, possibly Sunday. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
Take
Love
care,
you guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Push stop on there. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.